All right, we have our first slightly more complicated, and that is a double box. You can see that we've got red and black here, and we've got red and white here. I chose these colors so that it would be easy to see on this video. Now, this is just like a regular box, so we're going to make our loops just like we did before, going straight back over, making our loops, holding our extra. Now this again is exactly like the first box we did, except we are going to go over, under, over, under. Now I'm going to go over the first one, under the second one, over the third one, under the fourth one, which sometimes can be a little bit tricky. Now this one was at the bottom, so it is going to stay at the bottom. Remember, if we're doing a box, they go straight across. If we are doing something like a twist, then they're going to go opposite. But we're doing a box, so we're going to go over, under, just like that. And then we are going to pull all of our strings tight at the same time. There we go. We have a double box. So on the side, we will see black and white, and on the short side, we will see just the red. Okay, a double box. Again, I'm going to make my loops going straight across. They are all still going to be parallel to each other, but they are just going straight over where they already were. Now this one, again, the side is going to go over, under, over, under. This was at the top, so it is going to stay at the top. This one is at the bottom, so it will go over, under, and stay at the bottom. Just like that. Now it can be a little bit tricky to pull it nice and tight, but do the best that you can. It's okay if it's a little bit loose, but if it's really loose, if you can see big holes in here, it is not tight enough. And if you can see big holes, it's going to be super stretchy. You probably are not going to want that. So every now and then just kind of check your sides. Are we looking good? Are we looking good? Yep, we're good to go. So again, this is a double box. This is basically two boxes right beside each other. Okay? Another slightly more complicated stitch is to do a double twist. Now, if you did this last year, you might have done a double box or a double twist, and that's okay. You can do another one this year. These are more complicated though. We still have to stay, there we go. I was trying to make this so I can actually hold it. We still have to keep our loops parallel to each other, but if we're doing a double twist, we are not going straight back across, we are going diagonal. So this one right here will go diagonal. Just like this. I know that's kind of hard to see. Let's see if we can make it a little bit better. There we go, it's a little bit better. So these have to stay parallel, so this one will go diagonal right there. There we go. There we go. And this red one happens to be at the top, so it will go over, under, and it will go out at the bottom. Just like that. And then this one was at the bottom, so it will go over, under, and out at the top. Again, when we're doing a double and a twist, it can be a little bit tricky. So I'm having a little bit of a problem with it right now. Make sure that there's not a big twist in it. You don't want a big twist, and then you're going to pull it nice and tight. This one is, some people think that the twist is actually easier because it's the exact same thing every single time. So this one will always end up going to the top. This one will always end up going to the bottom. These will always be going in the same place. That might be a little bit easier for you. It's up to you to decide that. Now, this is what the double twist looks like on the side. It's still just like our double box, but it is going to be 2 twists side by side. Now, there are plenty of other more complicated things that I can show you, but you need to learn the basics first. So if you get confused, watch these videos again so that you know what to do.